It's me, DillysSims. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Speed Build Sunday. How are you guys doing? I'm doing fine. I just got through my first week being back in college from winter break, I guess. Yeah, it's winter break. I never considered it a break because it just doesn't feel like it. Now that I'm like an adult with work and school, it just doesn't feel like a break. You guys, you know? I don't know if you guys know, but that's how it feels to me. How are you guys doing? I already said that. Well, let me talk about the build for a minute before I start talking about stories. I came up with this idea because if you play the artistic sim, does that make sense? If you go down the artistic career path in The Sims, that makes more sense. One of the rewards you can purchase, and now that I think about it, I should have put it in here. One of the rewards you can get is like a pile of like art pieces, like canvases of artwork. And I was looking at them once, and I came across a picture of this house. And I thought, oh my gosh, I should totally make this house in The Sims. And I did, and when I was making it, I wanted to make it a like Southern Plantations house, you know, something that you would see in the movies in the South. And I also wanted to keep it in that time period, so there is no electricity in this house. There's like the fridge and the oven, and that's it, I want to say. Yeah. And the lights, I tried to use like chandeliers and stuff that look like candles. So it's very old. Very, very, very vintage, if that's the terminology you want to use. Yeah, I'm looking at the house right now. It basically looks the same as what I created in the game. Yeah, I'm definitely putting this in there. In the screenshots at the end, I'm gonna put it in there so you guys are like, whoa, it does look the same, Dylan. Yeah, I know. And I tried not to use too many packs, but I say that all the time, and I end up using a bunch of packs. Let's see, I used the vampire pack for sure. I tried my very best to stay away from Parenthood. Any and all things Parenthood or the Retreat one. I know I used romantic garden stuff, pets. I know for sure I used those three. I can't think of anything else. Vampires, pets, romantic garden stuff. And while I'm building, I'll probably see some stuff and be like, oh wait, I thought of something else. I know that I used it comes with San Myshuno. What is it called? City Living. I know I use City Living as well. Yeah, but I have some fun stories for you guys. Well, some fun, not really fun. None of them are fun. Let me talk to you guys about my first week of classes. So my first week of classes, it's pretty standard. You know, you go into class, your professor like basically threatens you and scares you into leaving. Normal stuff, but I was so happy to find out that A, I'm using the same professor as last semester because he's the only one that's teaching this math class, and B, my friend Angelique from my last math class managed to make it into this math class with me as well. So yeah, I am so excited to have a friend in my math class. Normally I don't have friends in any of my classes, so yeah, I'm cha-ching. That sounds stupid, I'm sorry guys. I'm so happy. And oh my gosh, this is the best part. Because I'm using the same professor, he doesn't want to trade or change textbooks, so I don't have to spend money on a new textbook. And textbooks are expensive, guys, and if you guys aren't in college yet, ooh lordy, textbooks, that's where they get you. Tuition is expensive too, but textbooks. Ugh, ew, thinking about it. No, bad. That's like the nail in the coffin textbooks. That's where they get you, because they know you need textbooks, so they like mark up the price, and they're like, ha 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 ha, you want an education? Pay for it. Yeah, I don't know why they sound like a sexy villain, but they do in my mind. Ha 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 ha. Anyways, let's see. I wrote down a couple of things on my notepad to talk to you guys about, because for the past week or so, it's been somewhat busy. Okay, let me talk to you guys about how the system at my job is against me. I don't know if I talked about the story, but sometimes I tell stories at work, and I tell stories here, and I tell stories to my friends, and they all end up being like the same stories because my life isn't like interesting. So I might have already told the story to you guys. Oops, if I did. And if not, yay, you guys hear the story. Well, I believe the system at work is against me, because I don't know, sometimes Sam treats us like children, and there was a time period when Sam had, what is it called? They were like coupons, and you got free ice cream if you did something good at work, like we're back in kindergarten. And I didn't complain. A lot of my coworkers complained, but I didn't complain because I got a free coupon for ice cream. Where do I start? Okay, so lately my boss, for the past like month or so, has started a new procedure at work, I want to say. I think that's the right word. Procedure. Where if how do I put this? I can nominate somebody who did something good at work. They helped me out, they helped out a customer, they just did something good. And I can nominate them and put them in a raffle, and they will draw out my name or their name, because they draw out two names. Somebody who picked somebody, and somebody who got nominated for doing something good. And so, I wanted to win so bad, because sometimes the prizes are good, and sometimes the prizes are mediocre, but I'm going to talk about the mediocre prizes in a minute. But I wanted to win so bad, right? And this is before I realized it was rigged, and the system is against me, and everyone hates me at work. But I wanted to win so bad, so what did I do? I asked two of my coworker friends to nominate me, and I was like, here's your piece of paper, write down this, and I told them what to write down. And for like one of them, I was like, I had to write down, Dylan helped me when I was really swamped with customers. And the other one I made her write down, Dylan helped me when I told her to write, Dylan helped me wash all of my dishes, and without me asking him to. Yeah, so I just really wanted to win. And so that week, because they also, to add insult to injury, they don't just draw names, they also type out every single person who nominated somebody, and who that person was nominated by, and what they did. And one week, I didn't win. And it was funny because only 7 people wrote down names. And here's the thing, 4 of them were me. So, if I did my math right, there was an over 40% chance that I would have been drawn. So I'm thinking they hate me. And they drew my name and was like, oh, Dylan? No. And then put it back and drew somebody else. Because those people nominated, those 2 people, and then like 2 other people nominated me. I keep getting nominated, but I don't win. So I think the system is against me, and they hate me for no apparent reason. Maybe because I'm prettier than them. And if so, I can't help it that I'm beautiful. That's I just can't help it. The system is just against me. And this is where I realized that the system is also super rigged. Because the prices, they vary, and it's not like it goes from, oh, you get a sandwich, to, oh, you get a free milkshake. It goes from, oh, you get a free milkshake, to, oh, you get a $50 gift card to Starbucks. Oh no, I think it's Bed Bath & Beyond. But either way. And then I realized the people who are getting those $50 gift cards to places, Sam likes. Like, there's no doubt in anybody's mind that that is one of Sam's favorite, people. Because Sam just should not play poker, ever. Because Sam has a bad poker face. Because you could so tell which people at work are Sam's favorite people to, I don't know, are Sam's favorite coworkers, workers. Because they get away with murder. There's one guy who is obviously Sam's favorite, who doesn't even use the uniform that we're supposed to work. He just uses like whatever he basically feels like using, and Sam just lets him get away with it. But if it was me or somebody else, that shit wouldn't fly. Sam would be on top of it, and Sam would like basically nail you to the cross because you didn't wear the proper uniform. I should know. It has happened to me. And it was by accident too, because I came in thinking it was a Friday, so I wore my Friday uniform. And the Friday uniform is a little bit more, I was gonna say, it's more like leisure, because it's like, what is it called when you have like, casual Fridays. There you go. Because it's more like a casual Friday uniform. And so I wore that thinking it was Friday, and then I got yelled at. So I'm confused. How is it that this other guy can wear whatever the hell he pleases, whenever the hell he pleases, and I wear the wrong uniform once and I get yelled at? Not fair. Sam, never ever 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 play poker. Oh my god, I hope Sam never hears this because, or watches any of my videos, because yeah. Sam would destroy me. And then I'd probably be forced to take my videos off of YouTube, so no. Oh, speaking of Sam, okay, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I love soy milk. Like, soy milk, I just love the taste of it. And I get it's not as healthy as like regular milk, but I love soy milk. Soy milk just tastes so good. And I get free coffee at work because I work there. And Sam, where do I even start? So Sam wants to take away our free beverages, because Sam already took away our free lunches. For some reason, I feel like wherever you go, you get a free lunch. Wherever you work, you get like free meals, free whatever. But not where I work. Sam doesn't allow us to get free stuff at work. And it's not like, yeah, Sam doesn't even let us get free stuff at work. And then we sometimes mess up on sandwiches at work. And Sam is trying to take those like free sandwiches away, because we would take the sandwiches that we mess up on, and like take them home or eat them on our lunch. And Sam told one of my leads that she would much rather have us throw away the sandwich that we made wrong than let us eat it. Does that just not sound evil? That sounds so evil. It's not even like it's like good. And sometimes the sandwiches sit out for like 30, 45 minutes to an hour. And Sam, instead of letting us like throw away the food that's obviously not good to serve to customers, instead of like letting us eat the food that's not good to serve to customers, she just wants us to throw it away. So evil. I mean, I still take it because, you know what? Fire me, I guess. No, I work really hard. I have been there for 5+ years, and all I want is a sandwich that's been out for maybe an hour, and I just like reheat it in the microwave, so it's not even a good sandwich anymore. Please, come on. Let me just have the free sandwich. And then, oh wait, I was talking about soy milk. What's wrong with you, Dylan? Let me talk about the soy milk again. So I went to go put some soy milk in my coffee, and I was putting soy milk in my coffee, and my coworker, let's name her Claire because that's her name, was like, you have to start paying for that now. And I was like, excuse me? And she goes, oh yeah, there's a button on the register and now we have to charge for soy. And I was like, you're funny because I'm not going to pay for it. That's just messed up. That's wrong. Because then we offer half and half for coffee for free. Like, because you paid for the coffee, so you get like half and half sugar, French vanilla creamer. And now you're going to start charging me for the soy? What if I was I'm not, but what if I was lactose intolerant? Would you still charge me? And the answer is yes. They would still charge me if I was lactose intolerant. My work is so petty when it comes to money. It's not even funny. We are so petty. We even charge people an extra like $1 for gluten-free bread. So let's say you have a gluten allergy and you can't eat gluten. We are going to use your allergy against you and charge you more money, which I think is just absolutely wrong. I think it's so wrong. I feel like if you have an allergy, you shouldn't pay for it. And I mean, if it's like a preference thing, like you just like the taste of gluten, like I like the taste of soy, sure, pay for it. And I'm only talking about gluten. I'm gonna get back to the soy milk in a minute. Sure, they could pay for it because, you know, they're not allergic to gluten. They just like the taste of it, so, you know, pay. But, going back to soy, if they're not charging me for milk to put in my coffee, and they're not charging me for the half and half that I put in my coffee, they shouldn't be charging me for the soy milk that I'm putting in my coffee. Because if so, then you should also charge for the milk and the half and half. And if customers figure out that we're charging for the milk and the half and half, they're gonna start getting mad because that's wrong and petty. I'm just mad. Oh, and I also put some vintage climber stuff in this pack, I just noticed. Oops. Very wrong. It made me so mad. And you know how much they're charging me for the soy milk that I put in my coffee? It's not like I drown my coffee in soy milk. I just put like maybe a tablespoon worth of soy milk in there. They want to charge me 99 cents, a whole $1 for freaking soy milk. And it's not even a bunch of soy milk, it's just like I said, a tablespoon, maybe. And I was telling my coworker this, who was actually lactose intolerant, and she's like, that's not fair because I eat oatmeal here all the time, and I can't eat my oatmeal if I don't have soy milk because I'm lactose intolerant. And I was like, well, tough shit, I guess. And she's like, no, if so far they've only like threatened me with charging, but they haven't actually done it. And she was like, if they try to charge me and I already bought my oatmeal and they want to charge me for half and half, I'm gonna go up to Sam and I'm gonna ask for my refund because I can't eat this, so I'm not gonna pay for it. And I was like, you know what, girl? You, amen, sister. You go for it. You take down the patriarchy. You tell them what's what. Oh my god, I love my coworkers sometimes. Sometimes. A lot of them I just want to push to the ground. Yeah. Oh, what do I want to talk about? I don't have too much time left. Okay, I'm going to talk about this because I guess I talked about coworkers, so that's a good segue into the next one. I didn't even make it to work. Last Thursday, because I had all my videos for this week recorded, but last Thursday when I was recording, I was editing a video and I got a text from my best friend Kayla, and she said, hey, have you heard of, or did you hear from, what am I gonna name her? Sarah. Did you hear about Sarah? And I was like, what do you mean did I hear about Sarah? And she's like, her son died. And my coworker's son died. And let me tell you, my coworker loves her kids so much. Like, I know you're like, Dylan, every parent loves their child, but my coworker Sarah just absolutely loves her kids. I remember a couple of years ago, her son, the same son who died recently, because he died on like the 3rd of this year, like a couple of days ago. Well, a couple of years ago, he had like just some stomach problems, and she was like beside herself. She was just absolutely devastated that he was just having these like stomach issues. Like, it was the end of the world for her. Like, I remember she was very grouchy. Like, I was too afraid to even speak to her. Her whole life was like about to fall apart then. I can't even imagine what she's feeling now, because like I said, she just absolutely loves her kids so much. And apparently my job, we don't do anything if you lose your child. We send you guys flowers and we're like, we're sorry, hopefully we can see you in a couple weeks. But me and a couple of my coworkers have been talking about setting up like a meal train type of thing. And if you guys don't know what that is, every day somebody's gonna go over to my coworker's house, Sarah's house, with a plate of food, and we're gonna offer her our condolences. And I want to know when the funeral is, because I want to go. Sure, I'm not like super duper close with Sarah, but I don't know. Sarah, no parent deserves that, and I want to show Sarah that I'm here for her. And me and my coworkers were talking. I don't even know if Sarah's gonna come back to work, because that's just too tragic. That's just horrible. I mean, if she could come to work, great. If not, I completely understand. Here I am like, come back to work. I don't want to work for you. I don't want to do your job. But that's not it. That's just really not it. I just like thinking about it makes me so sad. You guys have no idea. Like thinking of like losing your kid. Ugh. Ouch. I'm sorry, I just made it very sad. Let me think, what else is going on with... Oh, they do also have this kid too. The thing is, I'm 21, he's 23. No parent should ever have to outlive their child. Ever. And I feel like that's so weird, because that's like... I just think about like me dying, like the stuff that I haven't accomplished yet. And I know this is horrible that I'm like, it's about this dead kid, but it's actually secretly about me. No, it's not. I just find it weird that we're like close to the same age. Like, I know this kid. When I first met him, he was like, he had a drinking problem and stuff, but he didn't, how do I put this? He got better. Like, he went to rehab, he took care of himself, he fixed himself up, he was getting his life on the right path, and then this happens. That's just not fair, I'm mad that it happened. It's just really, truly just not fair that somebody who's finally getting their life back on track, this happens. And it wasn't even, well, it was kind of his fault. From what I understand, and maybe I'm getting this all wrong, but this is what I've heard from my coworker Ed, who apparently has been following the news, because for some reason it's all over my like local news. There's a street in the town next to me where it's a real sharp right turn, and so what I'm understanding is the son was driving really quickly and he didn't like slow down in time. So when he turned the corner, he swerved into the other lane and he hit the other car straight on. Yeah. So guys, drive carefully. Maybe that's going to be the takeaway from today's episode. Or today's speed build. Drive carefully. Love your coworkers. And I want to think of something to say about Sam and her like not poker face and her bad like judgment of people. But I'm not going to, because I can't think of anything. And I'm somewhat coming close to the end of the video. I'm just gonna do all this landscaping. I'm gonna leave this part off here, guys. Like, subscribe, comment, do all those fun YouTube things. If you want to see a certain build be done, like a certain house, lot, let me know in the comment section below. If you want to download this house, you can download it off the gallery by searching the name. I believe I named it Southern Plantation. Or you could look it up by searching me on the gallery, DillysSims. And if you want to share anything with me on the gallery, tag it with the hashtag DillysSims, and I will put it into one of my videos. Okay guys, and I will catch all of you guys next time. Bye everybody.